Is it possible to carry with non-meta junglers against the Dark System? Yes, it is possible to do so. You must be wondering how? It's very simple. But first you should know the big difference between micro and macro gameplays. Now, what is micro gameplay? Micro gameplay is your individual decision-making of the hero you're using or the skills of the hero that you're using. Simple enough, but yet, it's hard to grasp for some players. For example, it's basically using Benedetta's second skill to dodge a stun from Eudora or other skill damage from your opponents. In this way, you waste your opponent's sets of skills, which helps you to control the game in some various ways or gives an advantage for you to engage. While macro gameplay is basically the similar, but it focuses more on your teammates' decisions that can eventually change the tide of the game. For example, a good set by the tank, or a good bait from the X-Laner that helps the marksman laner to push, or helping the jungler to invade the opponent's jungle. Now that you've got some knowledge on those topics, let's move on the crucial part where a lot of junglers tend to ignore about it. As the jungler, you can check the enemy jungler's gold to determine which buff he took. Check their gold at 0:40 match timer, or you can check earlier than that. If their roamer is missing, they're probably helping their jungler or camping on the marksman lane. If the enemy jungler's gold is 540 plus, then they started with the orange buff. If the enemy jungler's gold is 460 plus, then they started with the blue buff. Knowing this early on would allow you to make better in-game decisions and rotations. Also, it's important to know how much gold does. The buffs, gold crabs, common creeps, turtle and the turret gives. The buffs give 120 gold, gold crabs 100 gold, common creeps 85 gold, outer turret 110 gold, but with the energy shield it gives around 200 gold. And lastly, the turtle first gives 60 gold, and increases each time you kill it. So basically, if you're using a non-meta jungler, it's gonna be very hard to take turtle, especially if you're playing against the Dark System. That's why it's always best to give the turtle to the enemy. And looking at the map, you can figure out yourself if it's best to take their buffs, or common creeps, or help your marksman in pushing the lane. Also, one of the best advice is to gank Expo lane if the turtle is near Expo. If you want to contest for turtle, let's say you manage to kill the enemy Expo laner, then that gives a high chance for you to take the turtle at ease, because there's likely no way the Exp will join the team fights, because he'll be stuck at level 3, and this is for the first turtle contest. Lastly, it's very crucial to know when the minions spawn. Every 30 seconds in the game, that is the 10th second or 40th second of each minute, the minions will spawn. This also helps in predicting the enemy's movements. In each minion waves that comes by, you should always expect the enemies to be nearby, just hiding in the bush to gain gold and XP. So make sure to always check the bushes if you see a huge waves of minions fighting one another and there's no one by. Also, for a jungler, sometimes it's okay to clear your XP or gold laners' minion waves. If they're absent in their lanes and are busy rotating the lanes, clearing minion waves, especially after 5 minutes, gives a huge advantage to non-meta junglers especially. Hope this helps you out in playing your favorite non-meta junglers well. Thanks for watching.